Hi, everybody, we're here with Coach Gates and Hodge. Coach Gates will start with an opening statement before moving on to questions.
Well, I thought we had an extreme focus about ourselves as we, debriefed from our previous game. We all, as a program, was disappointed that Alabama wasn't voted the number one team in the country. I truly believe that they deserve that. They deserve that right, and Nate Oates deserves that right. So we're all shocked about that, first and foremost. Secondly, I think our guys learned some things that I thought could carry over to this game. You know, there were some good things in the loss. There were some lessons in that loss, and we wanted to make sure that we only lost to Alabama once, not today as well. So our guys were focused extremely on playing on the defensive end, offensive end, but just concentrating and focusing. We didn't do anything different as a program as it relates to getting extra shots up. I think our guys just was able to meditate and dial in and allow the ball to find the right shots. They set screens for each other. The ball was moving. We got back to 21 assists, which is something essential in our program.
Dennis, when Ole Miss would make a move, and a couple of times they got back into the game 6 or 8 points, what did you see your team do to push them back and extend the lead back out?
Well, I credit two guys. I credit Mohamed Diarra and I credit Caleb Brown. I thought both those runs, Mo was able to get second chance rebounds and kickouts and even layups, but Caleb being able to impact the game for the 5 minutes that he played, was able to get 2 big assists, but also 2 steals on the defensive end, and he was just in the right place. So I credit him as well for those times. I think our guys, and we knew they wasn't going to go away. I just thought our guys were able to settle back in, create opportunities for each other, and not panic.
Demoy, from your point of view, I was just kind of curious. So, what have you seen from Mohamed recently that's kind of sparked, it's him coming out in the last couple games?
Just the rebounding the most. We know we know as a team he was a monster on the rebound from since practice. So we're not surprised he's doing what he's doing, but we just encouraging him to keep doing what he's good at and great at, and he's gonna excel, and his game gonna come all together. No think about the offense, just think about getting rebounds, steals, block shots, and the offense is gonna flow. So that's what I'm thinking more. Low, bro.
Des Moines, I noticed you made a lot of off-ball cuts that led to open opportunities at the basket. You've obviously been doing this beyond this season, so I gotta ask: is cutting something that you can learn? Is it pure instinct, or is it a mix of both?
I mean more instinct. I truly don't cut to get baskets. I truly cut to get the best shot, because I know like there's a lot of eyes on me. So if I cut, my team could get open. As first half, I cut one time, set a screen for Isaiah to get a tree. So it's not about cutting to get basket, but cutting to get the right shot, the right play. So it's something you can learn, but it's more instinct to know when to cut, when to screen, and just move it on the ball.
Des Moines, obviously a couple kind of rough nights from the field for you coming into this one. How nice was it to see some of those shots just start falling?
It felt good, just to know that my shots was falling. But I would say I just keep doing the same thing, just knowing that it's gonna come back to me, nothing different. But just gotta keep playing and keep playing hard, worrying about the small things.
Dennis, obviously 16 three-pointers tonight. What can you say about your group's shooting performance? Obviously, it seemed like a committee effort there.
Well, they shot the same shots, the last 3-4 games. They just didn't go in, and we didn't want to put any added pressure on our guys. We kept our same routine. We didn't hit a panic button. And I just credit our entire program, our entire team for just continuing to not waver and believe in each other and believe in our style. I think ultimately we knew that this game was a must-win game. That's how you have to approach a road game. We hadn't lost to any quad 3 or quad 4 teams. Those things are high implications, and I think our players understand that. We do a great job of educating them. Their box managers, meaning their mentee peer coaches, do a great job educating them on the big picture. We want to continue to stay in a day-to-day, right? But also there's big picture things and big picture items that you have to focus on. And that's what we did. I mean, I was shocked, most 3-pointers ever for a Mizzou team in the SEC. And that's an unbelievable stat. I knew at some point we would get there. But we just got to carry over. We'll debrief and see what we can do better.
Dennis, the numbers for Isaiah speak for themselves. But when you look at what he's been doing off the court, maybe in practice, to be in a position where he's ready tonight when he gets the call to start, what do you feel like he did to put himself in a position to succeed tonight?
Well, I think that comes down to and again, I credit you all for, giving us and giving me space to manage our program and specifically manage him and his life. I think, the big picture is we remain connected with him and he remained connected with us. So what you see now is obviously just the sum of all those days of staying connected with each other. Whether it's a text message, FaceTime, whether it's just a simple meeting, those things makes a difference. And he never wavered in terms of staying connected into the game plan. He was coaching on the sidelines when you look at different games where he had DMPs. But the big picture in all of it, he celebrated his teammates and his teammates are currently celebrating him. I'm more proud about the 5 assists, but also the assist attempts. They were some crucial passes, some crucial opportunities that I thought he over dribbled and got 2 of his shots blocked. But 5 assists is a remarkable stat, and I'm thankful for the connection that we have as a program.
Dennis, what kind of growth have you seen from Mo over the past few games?
It's on time, and that growth I've been patient with, because for most international and JUCO kids, you have to give them a time frame to adjust. This kid right here sitting next to me, Demoy, had the same adjustment coming into Cleveland State. It's just a period of time, and they embrace the process. I credit Mo for embracing the process and not panicking, not giving in. When we live in a world where it's easy to jump into the transfer portal, he didn't waver at all, but he stayed again with the game plan, strength and conditioning. He's gained 20 pounds and he's exerted his energy. He's learned how to exert himself, and he wasn't doing that and didn't have to do it every game in JUCO, but that's what's required now. So it's a bright future for him. And I think you guys were able and able to kind of see, oh man, Mo, wow. So you guys are more shocked than we are, because we've seen it. We just hadn't seen it in a consistency that he's given it to us now.
Demoy, does having as quick of a release as you do on your jumper impact your shot selection?
Yeah. I would say yeah, because I'll shoot some shots and I'll be like, I should have pump fake, but I always know that I could get my shot off with the best of them. So, but I'll say yeah. But coach give me the confidence to know that I could shoot them shots and he will live with them. So that's having the confidence to know that I could take the shots I take without repercussion. Just give you the confidence to know I will shoot them.
Dennis, when you consider, like you mentioned, with Isaiah being ready and also Mo kind of giving you that consistency, like you mentioned, what does that bring to you guys now, especially as you're entering a February or about to turn the page to February, where you can really kind of lock down that NCAA tournament stuff?
Well, I think Caleb Brown, start with Caleb Brown. He gives us a guy who played in the SEC. To be able to impact the game positively, how he did in that short time, was tremendous. You look at Mo, he's a ultimate athlete, guy that can switch 1 through 5, a guy that can rebound out of his area. He pursues the rebounds out of, that 3-yard radius or whatnot, 3 feet radius. And that's essential. I thought also you look at Isaiah Mosley and what he gives, a guy that can create, but also a guy that draws attention away from a guy like Kobe or a guy like Demoy. And, teams got to make a decision on who to put their best defenders on who. But the team is uniquely made of guys. We would love to see Dre Golston play a better game. I thought he got behind himself when he and a little disappointed. Three turnovers, but he had some key rebounds in that first half that was able to stretch a lead. And, at the end of the day, he was a +2. So that was great to see.
All right, time for one last question.
Coach, do you still believe your team has yet to play their best game of the season so far, or has yet to reach their full potential you've been talking about?
Yeah, we hadn't done that yet. I'm excited to see the day that we do, but also it's encouraging from the standpoint that, you know, I'm waiting to get to 100%, right? I think, you know, we had that moment where we could have, and then Kobe, I had to make a decision our last home game, and I didn't play him. And then in that same game, we lose Trey Million, right? You know, when I say our very best, it's so many moving parts, but so many great pieces that we have. And I think we're all in a place where we're excited to see that too. I think the players say and see the same thing that I see. But they're going to continue to challenge each other and move forward with whichever opponent we have. But the biggest opponent that we face each and every day and every night and every game is ourselves.
All right, thanks, guys.
MIZ.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks so much.